Working the night shift always had its own peculiar rhythm. The office, typically bustling with activity during the day, took on an eerie stillness as the rest of the world slumbered. The only company I had were the hum of the fluorescent lights and the soft clicking of my keyboard. On one particular night, a heavy fog had settled outside, cloaking the building in a dense shroud. The windows turned into murky portals, offering little insight into the world beyond. The sense of isolation was palpable, each passing minute stretching like an eternity. As I delved deeper into my work, a faint noise interrupted the silence, a subtle shuffle, almost imperceptible. I dismissed it as my imagination, chalking it up to the typical settling of an old building. But as the minutes ticked by, the shuffling persisted, growing louder and more distinct. Unease crept in, like icy fingers trailing down my spine. I glanced around the empty office, my gaze darting from shadow to shadow. The sensation of being watched weighed heavily on me, and a knot formed in the pit of my stomach. My eyes strayed to the hallway outside my cubicle, where the flickering lights cast eerie patterns on the walls. That's when I saw it. A fleeting movement, a silhouette darting out of sight. My heart raced, thudding against my ribcage. "Hello?" I called out, my voice echoing in the empty space. Silence greeted me in return, thick and suffocating. I tried to rationalize, attributing the sighting to exhaustion or the trick shadows play on tired eyes. But the unease lingered, refusing to be dismissed. As the night wore on, strange occurrences became more frequent. The sound of footsteps where no one walked, whispers that seemed to come from nowhere, and inexplicable drafts of cold air that made the hairs on my arms stand on end. When my shift finally ended, I hurried out, unable to shake the feeling of being unwelcome in that desolate, dimly lit space. I never did find an explanation for the strange events of that night. To this day, the memory of working alone in that haunted office during the night hours sends a shiver down my spine. Like and share the video, or your whole family will be cursed.